Hello guys, welcome back to our podcast. For today's episode, ang mga kasama natin is a co-digital creator and a or podcaster, na si Unorthodox Podcast. So medyo nahirapan akong uh, isipin kung ano ipapangalan ko sa kanya, but earlier today, sabi niya tough na lang daw. So tough is not your typical freelancer. She has an unpopular opinion about your views on freelancing. She has an unorthodox way of doing things and dealing with different scenarios. She has a knack of calling things out as she sees it. And she is here to help us and guide us through freelancing with almost 10 years plus of experience. So magandang hapon po, Tough.
Hello, Ben. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. And yes, you can call me Tough. Tough. Kasi tough love.
Nag-isip ako.
Oo, hindi siya pinag-isipan. Tough lang, tough. Tough love, tough views, ganon. Unorthodox views, and even tough loving, especially for aspiring freelancers.
Alright. So ano nga ba yung nag-pave ng way sa'yo to start your freelancing? Paano ka nagsimula?
Oh, I started freelancing college. I think I was in third year college doing content writing for various clients, iba-iba. So wala lang. Someone exposed me to it. He introduced me to the whole freelancing thing. Actually, hindi pa siya freelancing ang tawag. It's really just online work. So, and I realized I have 10 years of experience in online work, Ben. A disclaimer lang natin ano siya, online work, because I only started freelancing in the true sense of that word. Let's just say late 2019. Pero I've been working online since for almost 10 years plus na.
Alright. So ano ba yung difference ng freelancing sa online work?
Online work is doing something or doing work for one client alone in the home setup. So yun yung online work. Not necessarily, for a client, it can be just for anyone. But the point there is you only have that person or that company as, let's say, your boss. And I still had that, employee mindset. Para okay, isang client, okay, goods na. Ganun. I was just working at home. I was really just in it to earn dollars. Wala akong pakialam talaga sa, more dollars or etc. Because when I started writing, I was really just there to have additional funds for my allowance. Yun lang.
So basically, parang employed ka pa rin in that sense. Nasa bahay ka lang. Unlike sa freelancing that you're actually free. Yung free to do the things that you want to do. And kitain yung pera na syempre same sa value na ibinibigay mo dun sa client.
Yes. So freelancing really is self-employment. Freelancing is a business. So yun yung kailangang intindihin ng mga gustong mag-freelance or who are already in freelancing but they're not really doing it. Kumbaga, masasabi natin they're just doing online work but they're not freelancing.
Alright, so paano ka nag-transition from online work going to yung freelancing?
I transitioned when I lost my client. My one and only, and not necessarily one and only client, because I also had other clients before, but basically I was doing an 8 to 5, 9 to 5 kind of job. I was supposed to, sit down in front of my computer between 8 in the morning until 5 and then just log off. So parang sabi ko, oh, this is not working for me anymore because I'm a mom. I have kids to take care of. And the more experiences I got, the faster I worked. So I didn't enjoy sitting down when I could be doing a lot of other stuff. I could take care, medyo mabait naman yung mga clients ko before na I could just take off anytime and say, I'll be back in this hour. Pero walang flexibility walang, freedom to actually do. Kasi I still have to inform them na, hey, I will be out by this day, etc. I'll be back tomorrow. So parang, saan yung freedom doon? Now, what if they say, oh, you can't because we have this meeting, or you can't because we have this deadline to catch? Saan yung freedom doon? So that's my parang impetus na, okay, I'm not enjoying this. I don't want to be caged to a single client. Tapos, nung nawala kasi, yun na yung okay, because if I freelance, kumbaga, it wouldn't be a worry because I would have other clients to work on. I would still earn kahit nawalan ako ng isang client. So, yun yung reason why I went from doing just online work to actually freelancing.
Alright, shameless plug. Episode 1. Nakausap natin si Miss May Martin. Kung if you're a mom and you're looking for an opportunity, reach out to her and listen to the podcast. So, importante yun. And, so, ganun talaga, no? Minsan, may nakikita akong commonality sa lahat ng nag-freelance is that they get tired of that 8 to 5 scenario. They get tired of that rat race. Pero gaano nga ba talaga kahirap yung pagsisimula? So, ikaw ba from transitioning, so nawalan ka ng work, nag-transition ka, gaano kahirap na pumasok pala pagdating sa freelancing?
This is going to sound conceited, but this is real. It wasn't much of a transition for me because because I've been working 5-6 years. Actually, more than that kasi 2019. So anyway, 6-7 years na ako nagtatrabaho online. I'm very westernized in the sense that I'm straightforward. I know where to look for clients. I have the skills to sell to clients. I know how to sell my skills. So it wasn't really that hard for me. I got clients.
Yeah. Pero ano sa tingin mo, for example, ako fresh grad, wala akong experience pagdating sa freelancing, or probably I have been working on a corporate job na 8 to 5, just grinding there, tas wala akong idea kung ano yung freelancing. How hard would it be for a beginner or a noob? Alam mo yun, yung wala akong idea about freelancing, how hard would it be for me, lalo
to
na
transition.
to transition, lalo na kung fresh grad ka or someone na, alam mo yun, kasi sabi
bago lang talaga.
Yes, westernized ka na in that sense kasi exposed ka na.
Yes.
So makikita dito na very important yung exposure ng isang tao pagdating sa pagta-transition sa freelancing. Ngayon ako na fresh grad or working 8 to 5 na corporate, tapos wala akong exposure. Ayun. How hard would it be for me kung ganun ang gagawin ko? Like, nag-transition ako agad. Ano kaya yung possible scenario na pwedeng mangyari?
Oh, it's going to be hard. Ang daming nagsasabing it's actually easy. Oo, it's hard. I will really say it as it is, di ba? Yun na, yun yung mantra ko eh. I'm going to call a spade a spade. It's hard. Kasi, number one, you don't know, kumbaga, let's just say, you're not familiar with the territory. So you don't know where to go. And then, a lot of coaches, there are a lot of free resources, and when you read them, this person says this thing, this person claims another. So, sasabihin nung isa, oh, you just go to online jobs and, find work there. Or you go, tapos yung isa sasabihin Upwork. Tapos may isang magsasabi, go to Facebook, hanap ka ng clients doon, marami. So, ikaw, if you're a newbie freelancer, you'll be lost because you'll try to do all of those things. You'll go to online jobs, you'll go to Upwork, and then you'll go to Facebook. Tapos sasabihin nila, iba-iba din yung landscape nung mga platforms. Online jobs, sorry, pero dun ka makakahanap ng mga, let's just say, low ballers. Kasi, ang ina-advertise siya nung may-ari as, you can get a virtual assistant or an online worker for as much as $3 per hour. for as low as pala, not as much, for as low as $3 per hour. So ikaw, coming from a corporate setup na, I don't know how much you're earning, 15,000 per month, 20, $3 per hour. If you work for 8 hours, magkano na yon? And
Malaki
if
na siya
you,
talaga.
super, malaki na siya. So you'll be, okay na to. So, ano yun? So, how would you balance it, di ba? Tapos sa Upwork, may makikita kang $3, pero may makikita ka ring $10, $25 per hour. Tapos babasahin mo yung job post, uy, pwede to sa akin. So, mag-a-apply ka. But then, there's all the dynamics yung connects. Tapos may bidding pa, di ba? Because you can boost your bids. So,
Ngayon meron na.
Oo. So, ikaw, wait lang. So, anong gagawin ko dito? Do I just, send out applications, tapos mauubos yung connects, tapos people will say, oh, wala akong nahanap na client, naubos na yung connects ko. Do I buy connects, or do I, tapos the same thing goes with Facebook groups. Like, you can't just keep on messaging people. Pumasok ka sa group, naghanap ka ng members, message mo sila lahat na, hi, I'm a virtual assistant, or I'm an aspiring virtual assistant. Are you looking for assistance? How can I help you? Or do you want to jump in the call? Ang mangyayari is you'll just be left in the message request or otherwise blocked from that person. So, saan ka magsisimula? So, it's hard. It's hard to transition. So, yun. But, it doesn't mean that you cannot. Okay, it's just going to be hard. So, if I was an aspiring freelancer and I'm transitioning from the corporate setup to freelance, the first thing the first thing that I could advise is ditch the employee mindset and treat yourself as a business owner. So, dun ka magsimula. So, ano ba yung employee mindset? Basically, it's like, yung sinasabi natin kanina na 8 to 5 ka pa rin, or maghahanap ka ng client, at sabihan ng client, okay, sige, I'll hire you 8 a.m. EST to 5 p.m. So, anong oras yan sa atin? And then you're like, okay, you'll be fine with that because, full-time na yon. And you'll be earning this much per week or per month. So, okay, so I'm hired. I'm earning this much. Okay, hindi ko na po problemahin yung ibang clients because I'm already earning. Settle ka na kasi yun na nga, from 20K to biglang, 35, 40K. Tapos nasa bahay ka.
Settled ka na kasi parang okay yung okay. But then
yung offer nila. Yeah, okay. If you look at it, okay na siya. But then if you take a closer look, ano ba yan? If you take a closer look, tingnan mo, bulol talaga. Sorry guys. If you take a closer look, you'll realize na ang baba. Why? Because you have to pay for your own internet. You have to maintain your laptop or your PC, and you have to subscribe to certain software. So, tapos magbabayad ka pa na. And remember, if you're not employed, wala ka ng mga benefits. So, wala kang SS, wala kang PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, wala kang HMO. And if you want to still have those benefits, meaning you have to incorporate that in your pricing. And if you have the employee mindset, if the client says, okay, we're only paying $3 per hour, take it or leave it. Parang magiging ganun kasi siya. And you'll just settle, okay. So, you'll make do of what you're earning and you don't really realize na, sige, malaki nga. Pero take away how much you're paying for electricity, for your computer, for, everything else. You'll just be left, you're lucky if you're left with, I don't know, 5,000 for your actual personal expenses. So,
totoo yan. Sobrang tempting. We will be giving you $3. Alam mo yun, you're earning 35K per month. Pero kung i-breakdown mo talaga isa-isa yun, wala talagang matitira sa'yo. Very minimal yung for personal mo. Kasi if you think about it, di ba nga yung laptop, yung internet, daily expenses, yung bahay mo, and everything else, doon din mapupunta yung sahod mo. Nagpalit ka lang ng location, you're just a little bit comfortable. If you're comfortable at home, you're just a little bit comfortable. Pero yung setup mo, pareho pa rin. Yung takbo ng buhay mo, pareho pa rin. Yung finances mo, pareho pa rin. At I think yun yung beauty din ng freelancing at the same time kasi um, maraming freelancers ang nakaakyat na, not the corporate ladder, but yung buhay nila is gumanda na through freelancing.
Mhm.
Pero yun yung nakakatakot doon dahil maraming nangangako sa'yo na
Yes.
freelancer, nagaganda yung buhay mo pag nag-freelancing ka, pero hindi ka tinutulungan kung paano mo gagawin yon.
Mhm.
Marami namang, no offense, sa mga Facebook groups,
Mhm.
sa sa communities, okay siya.
Mm.
Maganda when you're starting, when you want to learn. That's
Mhm.
good, that's great. Pero hindi mo talaga makukuha doon yung yung client. For me hindi ka talaga makakaland ng client if you rely so much on the ganong community unless they help you talaga na parang okay, may client dito, sinong may kailangan ng work and they
Mhm.
give it to you.
And that's actually another problem kasi ngayon masyado ng spoon feeding in a way because people just go to Facebook groups and majority of the posts I find are just rants or people begging for work. We don't do that. I mean, I see a lot of people when they write up their cover letter or when they reach out to a potential client, what it is, please hire me because I really need this, blah, blah, blah. Clients don't give a damn if, you don't have any money left or if you're the sole breadwinner or if you have kids. They care about what you can bring to the table, what value you can bring to their business. So if you start your cover letter with, I need work, please give it to me, or something along those
Help.
lines. Help, hindi siya magiging for the client. It's not going to be helpful for you. So I think if you're a freelancer, check out all the school of thoughts, kumbaga, when it comes to freelancing. And if you want to succeed, find a community who have CEO mindsets, business owner mindsets. Do not go for groups or communities na nagsasabing maraming nagpo-post ng job opportunities, so to say. So, don't go to that. You can only grow if you surround yourself with people who are growing as well. Kasi I have a coach. I actually enroll myself in different programs. It's going to be helpful. Look, notice that I didn't say I enrolled in a course. Kasi ang daming VAs ngayon, di ba? Uy, I'll take an SMM course. I'll take SEO course, ganito, ganyan. But it's not really going to help you anything. Mas beneficial for me to hire or work with a coach because they work on your mindset, on your confidence, and that's what you need. Sabi ko nga sa podcast ko, sorry guys, shameless plug din. You may have the skills, but if you don't know how to sell yourself, you're not going anywhere. So, in a room, you have to be hindi naman na ikaw yung pinaka nasa bottom. Kumbaga, if you're the best person in the group, that means you're not in the right group.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because you need to surround yourself with people who are growing, continuously growing, so that you could also grow. So, ang dami ko na sinabi. Basta, number one, find a school of thought na amenable ka. But if you really want to do freelancing, surround yourself with people or community na may CEO mindset or business owner mindset. Hindi sila yung freelancers kuno na
True.
merong multiple clients, sabi nila, di ba? Pero they're working 20 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours a day just to reach that 6-digit income. And yung iba pa dyan, halos 24 hours na nagtatrabaho but they just delegate it So what are they doing? Basically, they're niloloko nila yung clients na they pass off another person's work as theirs just so they could earn more and then say, okay, and brag about, okay, I've hit my 6-digit income. Pero sige, 6-digit ka nga, pero ilang oras ka nagtatrabaho? So
Tsaka
that's not
kawawa
the
din
goal.
yung mga yung mga tao na parang may mga ibang freelancers na may agencies, siguro yung
Mm.
term,
Mhm.
agencies, tapos they let you do the work, pero ang naka-front talaga is yung CEO nila.
Mhm.
Parang hindi ka nabibigyan ng value as worker. So ikaw, feeling mo freelancer ka, but in that sense, 8 to 5 ka pa rin. Yung boss mo ang freelancer sa dating na yon.
Mm.
Kasi kinukuha niya yung client, may agency kayo, tapos parang hindi ka nabibigyan ng value, hindi ka nag-grow.
Yeah.
Yun, very important nga yung mindset talaga.
Mindset, yes.
Kahit anong gawin mo, in whatever sense you do, kailangan naka-mindset ka. You think about it, you prepare yourself, you prepare your mind. Sabi mo kanina, be the smallest person in the room. If you're the biggest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Ibig
Yes.
sabihin, nandun, you have outgrown the place that you
Mhm.
are in, and
Yep.
you have to move forward. Go to the bigger people. Sabi nga nila eh. So kung you're the smallest fish, you're the biggest fish in the aquarium, find an aquarium that has bigger fish in it. Tas
Yes.
you grow in that environment. Pag na-outgrow mo na,
Yeah, look for.
lumipat
Yes.
ka.
Mhm.
Oo, hindi pwede you can stay here. You can stay na, okay na ako dito, goods na
Mhm.
ako. Okay naman yung income ko, masaya naman ako dito. But you're not growing as a
Yep.
person. Hindi naman nag-stop yung growth mo bilang tao. Yun yung dapat talaga number one na pinapursue mo. Aside from, syempre kumikita ka and everything
Mhm.
else. Pero yung personal growth, kapag yan ang nag-stop, lahat magsi-stop.
True.
Yung paglaki ng kita mo, yung pagganda ng buhay mo, if nag-stop yung growth mo as a person, masaya ka na. Okay na ako sa 8 to 5, maganda na yung sahod ko, I'm good,
I'm
I'm
earning
okay.
dollars. I can travel
Oo.
abroad, etc. But then, okay, what happens if you lose that one client who's giving you
Oo.
6-digit income? Anong
Oo.
mangyayari?
Yun
'Di
kasi
ba?
yun eh,
You're
napakahirap
not
talaga.
prepared. But then, if you have the CEO mindset, business owner mindset, kahit may client ka, you will look for other clients because you're not supposed to be just working with, one person or one company. Kasi you're limiting yourself. If you settle for, okay, just a single client, okay na to, 6-digit na naman to.
Mm.
So, don't do that kasi it's a business. And if you want your business to grow, if you want yourself to grow, you have to keep up. Kumbaga, don't settle. Yun lang. Don't ever settle na okay na to sa ganito. May
Mm.
perks ako, dinadala nila ako sa out of the country trips. I have HMO, I have blah blah. As a business owner, you can actually provide those for yourself and even for other people if you choose to set up an agency of your own. Kumbaga, don't just say, okay na ako dito.
Oh,
Yun.
when you settle, you get undervalued.
Mm-hmm.
Na-undervalue mo yung sarili mo. You could have had so much more, you could have done so much more, pero since sabi mo, okay na to, I'm good with this, yun na lang yun eh. Hindi
Mm.
ka na hindi ka na mag-grow. So, kailangan mindset. Big brain energy.
Totoo,
Kailangan yun,
totoo.
CEO mindset. Alright.
Yes.
Let's proceed na rin. Napakaganda ng topic natin. Pero, at the same time, we should, ang goal naman ng podcast na to is to help yung starting freelancers.
Yes, yes.
So, can you give us tips, practical tips, in order for us na sa mga may gustong pumasok, sumulong
Mm-hmm.
sa mundo ng freelancing, mag-take life ba sa
Mm-mm.
mundo ng freelancing, ano yung pwede nyo maipayo?
Okay. So, may minention na tayo kanina. So, let's start from there, ha. Enumerate lang natin ulit. 1, choose your school of thoughts. No judgment tayo dito, Ben. We can't avoid it. I mean, I personally went through that employee mindset. So, no judgment, choose where you're comfortable. Ganun na lang muna. I think the epiphany of, wanting more or moving from the employee mindset to the CEO mindset will come to them or will resonate to them when the right time comes. So sige, ganun na lang. Choose your school of thought. If you feel like applying for jobs or looking for online jobs and starting your freelancing career through online jobs, go ahead. You can do that. Upwork, you can do that. After that, after kang pumili, second, work on your application skills. Application skills in the sense na make the client notice your application. Kasi, sabi ko nga, dun sa podcast ko rin, you're not just competing with yourself anymore. You're also competing with a lot of people. And people na hindi lang taga Pilipinas. You're competing with other nationalities as well. So the first thing you will have to prepare is, or get ready for, is to make that client notice you. So it can be, I don't know, you can try portfolio. Do not send them CVs, guys. Yun ang sasabihin ko, do not send them CVs. You're not applying for a job na, they don't care if you have master's or even PhD degrees. They care about your skills. So always make your applications or your cover letters personalized. If they tell you that they need help for with their social media, don't tell them na I'm a graduate of this. I'm a cum laude of blah blah blah, because it doesn't matter. Anong kinalaman ng pagiging cum laude mo or ng pagiging valedictorian or whatever mo sa problema nila? Don't make the application about you. Make it about them and how that problem can be solved if they choose you.
Giving value. Oo, giving your client yung value na kailangan nila. Kung ano yung hinahanap nila, yun yung ibigay mo. Hindi ka pwedeng magbigay ng irrelevant na information.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
So after that, if you catch the client's attention, let's assume that you catch the client's attention, you'll go in a call, diba? Do not let the client, sige, masyadong advanced na yung level. Sige, erase. Ganito na lang. During the call, do not hesitate to ask questions. Kasi, di ka mong sila just because they're the clients, that doesn't mean they should only be the one asking questions. You should ask questions as well. So, don't just say, pag sinabi nila, clients will always say, do you have any questions for me? Tapos, hindi, kasi naging recruiter din ako, Ben. Fun fact lang. So, alam ko na to. Pag sinabi ko na yung linya na yan sa mga nire-recruit ko before, they would just smile and say, no, I don't have any questions. Wrong. You should ask questions because it shows the recruiter or the client na you are actually interested. Alam mo yun, it shows your personality. It makes you stand out. Kumbaga, if I have 5 applicants and 4 of them say they don't have questions and 1 person asks me question na, don't just ask din na, anong ginagawa mo, ma'am? Or ano yung work mo? Hindi ganun questions, guys, ha? Ask relevant questions to the job or to the company. Like, how important is this role for the company? Or how important, or what's the timeline of the company to have this problem solved? Is it 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever? Ask relevant questions because it will the client will remember you and they will have this impression na, he's actually invested in this role. He's interested enough to ask those questions because that's relevant. Kasi if they have problems growing, for example, growing their Instagram or their Facebook page from 100 to 500, and then they hire you, tapos hindi mo clarify kung ano yung goal nila or ano yung timeline, it will backfire sa'yo rin. Kasi who knows, may mga clients na, yun na nga, kasi akala nila wala kang questions, they know what you're doing, etc. You look good on paper. Tapos after a week, they'll tell you, so why is my followers not, increasing. You've been working for a week. Bakit wala pang additional work? Bakit wala pang additional followers? Because hindi mo clarify from the get-go na ganito pala yung timeline nila. Kasi if you only clarify that, you can tell them from the start na, you know what, that's actually impossible. You cannot do that without buying followers. Kumbaga, that's just not achievable. Kasi it takes, whatever you want to say. So, things like that. If you've already made them aware na this is not achievable, but it can be achieved, say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, then at least na-align mo sa kanila na achievable siya, just not in 1 week. We can do that in 3 weeks. So, naset na yung bar, kumbaga, yung KPI, ando na siya. So, ask questions. And then, learn to negotiate. Do your research, guys, and learn to negotiate. This has something to do with base. So, yun na nga, if you are new, pero galing ka sa corporate, especially if galing ka sa corporate, bago ka lang sa field, but it doesn't mean na you are inexperienced. This works especially for mga marketing. Grad, sabi nila, hindi kasi ako marunong, or this is my first time in the online setup. So, they will just sige, patulan ko lang yung $2, $3 per hour, ganyan. But no, kasi may experience ka na. What did you do in your previous job na gagawin mo rin naman dito? The only difference is that you're doing it at the comforts of your own home, using your own laptop or using your own computer. So, negotiate. You can tell the client na, or the recruiter or whoever you're talking to na, okay, I'm just new to the setup, but I've already done this for, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, whatever. So mention your experience, relevant experience to the post, and tell them, based on my research, intermediate level of assistants or marketing assistants or whatever your title is earning this much. Are you open to, increasing the hourly rate or the budget for this from $3 to $5 or even $10? I actually advocate for charging no less than $10 per hour. So,
Grabe,
yun.
$10 per hour?
Oo. Wag nating tipirin yung sarili natin. Kasi yun na nga, remember, you're not just earning for grocery money, etc. You have to keep a stash. Kasi what if masira yung laptop mo? Or what if nagka-problema yung main internet provider mo? So, that means you'll have to get another internet provider or you'll have to go somewhere to find a decent internet, 'di ba? Kasi if nawalan ka ng internet or nawalan ka ng kuryente or nasira yung laptop mo, how can you do your work? So, doon, always factor in yung mga overhead costs mo, bills mo, electricity, tubig, whatever. Anything that makes you comfortable, that makes you that enables you to work, factor that to your hourly rate or to your monthly rate na gusto. Don't just say, okay. Don't just say, pwede bang $5? No. Negotiate as much as you can. Especially if you have experience. Kahit pa sabihin natin corporate setup yun. So yun. And then after that, work on yourself. If you're able to get a client, hire a coach or join a community who advocates for growth. So never stop learning. So yun yung mga tips ko, kumbaga, for aspiring freelancers.
Alright. Siguro if I would add on to that, yung work on yourself, palagi kayong mag-upskill. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Pag nandun na kayo, pag nasa field na kayo ng freelancing, mag-upskill ka palagi. Palagi mong improve kung ano yung meron ka. The more weapons you have in the armory, the more likely it is for you to win the war. So, yun yung kailangan mo. Kailangan marami kang bala na dala-dala. Kasi kung isa lang ang dala mo, eventually when you're starting, that's okay.
Mhm.
Pero kung nandun ka na sa taas and you want to charge premium,
Mhm.
kailangan pang premium din yung trabaho. Hindi
Yes.
pwedeng, hindi pwedeng
Mm-mm.
basic work, premium pay. Hindi pwede yun.
Yes, yes,
So if,
that's true.
if you're asking for premium, dapat output mo premium din.
True, true. Kasi eto lang. I posted in one of my tips before na I actually charged this client $45 per hour doing general VA work. I was hired as his EA and people were like, that's not real. How can you do that? Or, alam niyo yung tipong mindset lang na sobra naman yan, VA ka lang or EA ka lang. No, it's not EA ka lang. Do you know how tough it is to actually be an executive assistant? You're thinking for another person, you're handling another person's life because you take care of his emails, his calendars, etc. And one wrong move could have a domino effect sa ano. But then it comes with experience. You will learn how to value your worth through experience na for now siguro akala mo ang saya na nung $5 per hour EA ka. Pero 'di ba mas masaya na EA ka, you're earning 45, 50, $60 per hour. Pero yun na nga, yung quality rin ng output mo should reflect how much you're charging. Huwag ka rin mag-charge ng ganun kalaki tapos ang ginagawa mo lang is nag-aantay ka ng trabaho from the client. You have to be proactive. Kumbaga bago pa hingin niya ng client sa'yo, you already have that ready because you already anticipated na this client will be needing this. So, before pa niya hingin sa'yo, nabigay mo na sa kanya and the client will be surprised and oh, I didn't realize I actually needed that, but I actually do need that. So thank you. So marirealize ng client na okay, she's worth this much. And I'm actually comfortable to give her more because she makes my life so easier. Isa din yan sa i-factor nyo sa sa pag may naglo-lowball na client. Ito lang, additional tip na lang to for people who are charging $10 or more tapos may magta-try sasabihin na, you know what, I can hire someone else for $3. And what you'll do is just tell them na how much is your time worth? So itanong nyo yun sa client. And if they say, oh, my time is say worth $100 per hour or $500 per hour, then you tell them, then I'm actually worth that much because I'm freeing your time. The time you are free is because of me, because I'm able to take, some stuff off your plate. I'm doing it instead of you. So you can go and be with your family. You can go and meet clients and have more business or bring in more business for yourself. So, ganun.
All right. That was a lot of information. Pero maganda naman. It's nice to know na meron ka talagang pwedeng gawin when you're
Mm-hmm.
starting. Hindi ka zero.
Mm-hmm.
You have this podcast. You have other materials. You have
Yes.
communities. So you just have to search in the internet. Hindi ko sinasabing internet lang ang sagot.
Mm-mm.
Sinasabi ko maraming resources, iba-iba. Ang resources natin sa internet, you just have to really
Filter.
filter out mo. So, as we end, how can they contact you?
Mm-hmm.
If they want to avail your services, paano?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's your time.
Ayun. Thank you. Thanks, Ben. Guys, I'm not coaching or anything, ha. But I'm open to if you have questions about freelancing or anything. You can listen to my podcast. It's the Unorthodox Freelancer podcast. You can reach me on Facebook, the freelancer podcast, no, the Unorthodox Freelancer na page. And then you can also email me, the unorthodoxfreelancer at gmail.com. So you can just send me emails, questions, anything about freelancing, or if you have specific questions on any topic related to freelancing, pwede sa na-discuss namin event dito or specific questions about what you're going through, feel free to email me. Madali naman akong kausap. And I actually reply to emails as well. Wala akong magawa, guys. Charot. Mabait ako.
Alright, so lahat na yun, all of that will be on the show notes. So check that out. So that's it for this episode. Thank you
Yay.
guys for being with us.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate. And I hope you learned something. Hit that subscribe, like,
Yes.
comment. Tas mag-comment down kayo kung ano yung gusto niyo pang topics na na pwedeng i-discuss dito sa podcast. So that's all. Thank you and see you on the next episode.